Right now at noon, the wintry weather and cold temps are continuing to create problems in Texas as power is still out for millions. And a member of the Milwaukee Bucks organization announced he's running for U.S. Senate.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 on this Wednesday afternoon. A slight warm-up today, and we could see some flurries later in the day. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first warned forecast. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Mark. Temperatures are certainly warmer out there. We are dry for now, but clouds are on the increase. We'll have that flurry chance starting to work its way on in. Check this out. We're going to dive into a little bit more of this a bit later, but 73.2% of the lower 48 is covered in snow. Parts of the deep south are getting more snow into the afternoon. That's been around since this morning. Winter storm warnings were all the way down south. As for us, we have snow around, but we are dry. Temperatures have warmed up. We're at 14 degrees. I expect things to warm up just a little bit more, but we see where the skies are now starting to turn just a little bit milky out there. That wind chill at 5. Mark, we're going to track the flurries. We're also going to track when we might add more to our snow depth coming up in just a bit.
All right, Chris. See you then. Thank you. The bitter cold has already claimed at least 20 lives while leaving millions without heat or electricity across the southern part of the country this week. Residents around Texas are demanding to know when their power will return and why it has stayed off for so long in the first place. Governor Greg Abbott is blaming ERCOT, that is the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, charged with operating the state's grid. Abbott called for a full investigation into the nonprofits corporation. Bill Magnus, ERCOT CEO, supports an investigation, but he argues the blackouts are necessary.
I think the fundamental decisions that our operators made very likely could have prevented a catastrophic blackout. The outcome of preventing that catastrophic blackout, unfortunately, turned out to be a long period of outages like we have not seen before.
And water plants in Fort Worth and Houston are having trouble getting water to their customers. Governor Tony Evers released his budget plan and gave his budget address last night. He focused in on education investment, criminal justice reform, and climate change. His budget also includes $200 million for small businesses struggling from the pandemic. The governor looks at this as not only a time to recover, but rebuild. Republicans called the $91 billion budget proposal a liberal wish list that they didn't get to see in advance. Right now in Wisconsin, over 1 million vaccinations have been administered. Over 263,000 residents have received both doses of a COVID vaccine. That's about 4.5% of the state's population. In Dane County, over 36,000 people, or about 6.6%, have received both shots. President Joe Biden discussed a variety of topics during a televised town hall last night, but one issue remains front and center during the start of his presidency, the coronavirus pandemic. Skylar Henry has more details from Capitol Hill.
President Biden gave a new timeline for vaccinating Americans during a town hall event on CNN.
When we came into office, there was only 50 million doses that are available. We have now, by the end of July, we'll have over 600 million doses, enough to vaccinate every single American.
And he clarified his goal of reopening schools during his first 100 days, saying the new goal is to get kids from kindergarten through 8th grade back in the classroom.
Many of them 5 days a week. The goal will be 5 days a week. Now, it's going to be harder to open up the high schools.
The president said teachers should be given a higher priority for the vaccine. But Dr. Anthony Fauci tells CBS this morning that's not a prerequisite for reopening schools.
You want to put a good effort to get as many as you can, as quickly as you can, but you don't want to essentially have nobody in school until all the teachers get vaccinated.
A big part of the president's plans include financial relief for struggling Americans. Tuesday, he pushed back against Republican concerns the cost of his $1.9 trillion relief package is too high.
Overwhelming consensus is, in order to grow the economy a year, 2, 3, and 4 down the line, we can't spend too much.
But the president says he's open to negotiating, including a $15 an hour minimum wage. Republican Senators Tom Cotton and Mitt Romney are working on their own bill that would raise the minimum wage gradually. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And children as young as 6 are being given the Oxford AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine in a new trial in Britain. Researchers hope to discover if the vaccine provides a strong immune response in children. While children tend not to get seriously ill from COVID, researchers believe that vaccinating young people could slow the virus's spread.
So children are the ones being asymptomatic. And with the asymptomatic, there's risk of the infection spreading because people don't know that they're currently infected and carrying the virus.
U.S. health experts are investigating a rare but serious medical condition associated with COVID-19 in children. It's called multisystem inflammatory syndrome in children. It's not yet known what causes it and who's at risk of developing it. Federal investigators are expected to begin their work at the site of a fatal plane crash in southern Wisconsin. 2 people died yesterday when a small plane crashed shortly after takeoff from the southern Wisconsin Regional Airport in Janesville. Authorities say the plane went down in a swampy area and was partially submerged in ice and mud. First responders tried to reach the crash site with all-terrain vehicles, but couldn't get through the deep snow and down trees. Rescuers used an airboat launched upstream at Happy Hollow Park and reached the plane. A Columbus woman accused in a murder-for-hire plot entered a not guilty plea. Online court records show 37-year-old Kelly Harper entered the not guilty plea during an arraignment hearing yesterday. A federal complaint claims Harper provided information about the intended target, including info about the person's car, where they worked, and the person's cell phone number. If convicted, Harper faces up to 10 years in a federal prison. A 33-year-old Milwaukee Bucks executive and son of a billionaire is running for the U.S. Senate in 2022.
What we all too often, I think, see in Washington is people talking about the problems rather than actually trying to do something about it.
Democrat Alex Lasry announced his Senate bid Wednesday in a YouTube video. Lasry is running for the seat currently held by Republican Ron Johnson. He joins Democratic Outagamie County Executive Tom Nelson as the only 2 announced candidates in the race. Johnson has not yet said whether he will seek a 3rd term. Lasry's a New York City native. His father is the Bucks co-owner Mark Lasry. Radio host Rush Limbaugh has died at the age of 70. Fox News says that Rush's wife, Catherine, made the announcement on his radio show this morning. Last year, Limbaugh announced that he was diagnosed with advanced lung cancer. He started his national radio show in 1988 from New York, later relocating to Palm Beach, Florida. Donald Trump awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. And Buckingham Palace says 99-year-old Prince Philip has been admitted to a London hospital after feeling unwell. The palace says the husband of Queen Elizabeth II was admitted to the King Edward's Hospital yesterday evening. It says the admission is, quote, a precautionary measure. Christians around the globe are starting the Lenten season with a visit to church. Ash Wednesday kicks off Lent, which lasts the 46 days leading up to Easter Sunday. Instead of rubbing ashes on the forehead, the Vatican is urging priests to sprinkle it on the crown of the head. During Lent, Catholics are called to fast, practice good deeds, and help those in need. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Consumers loosen their wallets to kick off the year and don't put a cork in it. Just let the wine do the singing. I'm Diane King Hall at the CBS Broadcast Center. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
It's your last chance for the biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin at Ashley Home Store. Get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices and interest-free financing for 5 years. Ashley Home Store.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of PowerSwabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to PowerSwabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. PowerSwabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stained caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, PowerSwabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. And start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, and people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, by ordering in response to this advertisement, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
Wisconsin's biggest President's Day appliance sale ends Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less on in-stock appliances and no interest financing for 18 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
A rebound for retail sales at the start of the year after a drop in December. The Commerce Department says retail sales rose 5.3% last month. That was better than expected as car sales led the increase. Air travel has reached a 35-year low amid the ongoing pandemic. According to the Transportation Department, passenger traffic was down almost 60% in 2020 from a year earlier. In all, 368 million people flew the friendly skies last year, compared to more than 922 million in 2019. Norwegian ships won't be setting sail anytime soon. The cruise liner has extended its suspension through June. That means it is canceling all trips that were scheduled to depart through May 31st. Like its peers, Norwegian's passenger cruises have been docked since last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic and a no-sail order. Last fall, government officials lifted the no-sail mandate and replaced it with a conditional order. And a new way to enjoy a glass of wine without drinking it. Two Italian wine lovers who are also sound engineers concocted a way to experience some of the world's best wines by listening to them. First, they create the sounds for each wine on a computer. Then a probe is inserted in the wine and different sounds are emitted. They say it's a new way to taste wine. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 15 points. The NASDAQ, however, down 39. The S&P 500 also down 12.5. Well, Time magazine is highlighting some of the most influential people around the world. The magazine released its Time 100 Next list for 2021. The list recognizes 100 people who they believe are defining leadership for the next generation. Time published 6 different covers for the list. They feature singer Dua Lipa, author Brett Bennett, and the Prime Minister of Finland. Other prominent names have made the list, including Nebraska Senator Ben Sasse and Poet Laureate Amanda Gorman. Jeff Bezos is back to being the world's richest person. Bloomberg's Billionaires Index rating says the Amazon CEO is currently worth $191 billion. Bezos held the title for 3 years until Elon Musk knocked him off about 6 weeks ago, but Musk lost $4.5 billion on Tuesday after shares of Tesla fell. The index reports his net worth is $190 billion. Bill Gates remains the world's third richest person, worth $137 billion. More to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, a little warm-up to start your Wednesday. Meteorologist Chris Reese is tracking some chances of some snow for the weekend ahead in your first warn forecast.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Waunakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough?
Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
It's time to upgrade your downtime. It's time for Stressless. Now at the Century House. Go from one grade of leather to a higher one for free. Or save $300 on Stressless Sunrise recliners. Don't wait. Save hundreds on Stressless comfort. At the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Menards is your bathroom remodel destination. U-Tile from Max gives you the realistic look and feel of tile and installs in half the time. This Halo shower is $1,879.99. Complete your shower with a new shower head from Waterpik. This Power Pulse magnetic slide bar shower head easily adjusts to the height of everyone in your home. Available in brushed nickel finish. It's only $79.99 now during Menards Race to Savings sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Hey folks, Thursday morning we'll be live at one of Wisconsin's oldest family-owned breweries.
Yeah, they just got a big surprise from a national fundraising effort. See how they're putting the donation to use. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
They faithfully serve the healthcare needs of our precious pets, but local veterinarians are struggling.
We've got this high increased demand of caseload, as well as a struggling workforce.
How COVID is creating a veterinary care crisis. Thursday on News 3 Now at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
And let's get that farm report. Here's Farm Director Pam Yankee. How are you?
No, fine. The sunshine is out. I'm feeling foxy, and it looks like we're going to see warm-ups. That's all right. You know, it was just the opposite, though, for some of my buddies down in Texas. I was calling around to farm broadcasters that got hit by that really nasty weather. I mean, man, when you've got Dallas, Texas, that's colder than Wisconsin, that's an issue. And it caused some real problems for a lot of agriculture in Texas. Aside from the crops, which we don't know how the damage is going to go on, especially like the winter wheat fields, things like that, the livestock suffered as well. A lot of dairy farmers in Texas, and they are a big dairy producer. The semis, the milk trucks couldn't get to farms, so farmers had to start dumping literally semi-loads of milk down there. The dairy processing side of things, as I understand it, for the most part, they were able to keep their energy supplies, so food-wise, product-wise, doesn't sound like there was a lot of loss, but boy, the farmers at the farm gate ended up dumping a lot of milk down in Texas, so we hope they get their legs back under them again pretty soon. Well, we're trying to get our legs under us as far as the markets are concerned. Now, you're going to notice that corn, soybeans, wheat, everything's lower. Dairy has gone lower as well on the midday. What's going on is tomorrow and Friday, USDA will be participating in their 2021 Ag Outlook Conference. That's when they bring the big numbers, the big vision on what they see happening in agriculture, not just here in the United States, but around the world. And everybody seems to be wanting to get in position for some acreage switch in 2021. Now, I told you earlier this week, some initial surveys that were done by private forecasters showed that a lot of folks are looking at more corn acres. But again, when USDA starts speaking, people start paying attention, and they're also we have to keep in mind that that's going to start setting our crop insurance levels for 2021. So a lot of news developing both tomorrow as well as Friday. I'll let you know what we find out. Nasty little day on dairy product prices. Barrel cheese was down a nickel today at $1.44. 40-pound block cheese down 2 3/4 cents at $1.53. But the AA butter does not disappoint. Mark up 4 cents today at $1.49.5. I hope Chris can keep that momentum of not disappointing kind of coming our way.
I think there's hills and valleys along the way here. Let's check in with Chris. Thank you, Pam.
Hills and valleys, that's a term I like, but I'll tell you what, the snowfall that we've had lately, Mark, that has just been incredible. And the snow depth that we see throughout southern Wisconsin is some of the deepest snow depth that we've seen around here in several years. The deepest snow depth going all the way back to 2001 in some cases. So if you have teenagers at home, odds are your teens have never seen snow this deep. Here we are, snow depth of 15 to 18 inches, in a lot of spots 18 to 24 as you work your way east, and there are parts of Milwaukee County where the snow depth begins to approach 30 inches. But here is what we truly have never seen before at all. This is the entire United States, west coast to east coast, from Canada all the way down to Mexico and the Gulf of Mexico. We have snow cover. In fact, 73.2% of the lower 48 covered in snow. Alaska and Hawaii have snow. With that being said, there are 4 states. That would be Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina that do not have snow right now. That's getting ready to change for parts of the Carolinas, and then only Georgia and Florida will be the states without snow. We've been watching snow again fall throughout Texas, Louisiana, into Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas. This is going to be another 8 to 10 inch snow for a lot of spots there. Then the storm is going to work its way northward. We need to watch as it does so. We have the potential to see some flurries in our neck of the woods, but for the most part, we're going to stay quiet. Here we are, though. Winter storm warnings from the Houston metro all the way to D.C. Winter storm watches up towards Boston. So once again, another active weather day across the country and another cold weather day across the country. 22 in Memphis, 24 in Dallas. This is good news for Texas. San Antonio now warmed up to 39 degrees. As we're above freezing, we can melt some of the ice issues that's creating problems down there. But now we are starting to see a map that looks normal in terms of temperature. We are no longer warmer than they were in Dallas as we were yesterday when Dallas was below 0 and we weren't. We're at 14 though. Clouds have increased. I said all morning long we'd see those clouds increase into the afternoon, and here they are. Our wind chill is down at 5. 12 the actual temperature in Janesville right now. Same for Monroe. Check the wind direction though, coming out of the south. That's a wind direction that really works to warm things up. But as winds pick up out of the south, we do get more of that wind chill. The wind chill in Janesville down at 3. That's the coldest wind chill we see throughout southern Wisconsin. Otherwise, check out Dubuque at 4 below 0. La Crosse, their wind chill a goose egg. Here we are. This is Doppler track right now. We're still quiet. Some lake effect stuff trying to come in near Milwaukee. We're going to see that chance of flurries as we move into tonight. And with that being said, Future Track does not do well, especially this upgraded version of Future Track. It doesn't do well with picking up those minor light flurry events. The flurry events are going to be possible as we go through tonight. 16 should be our high temperature overnight tonight into Thursday. Don't be surprised if you see the flurries. Our wind direction changes as well. A weak cold front comes through. We will see our wind shift out of the north. We go down to 3. We're back out of the west and southwest into tomorrow. Temperatures top out right around 22. Again, flurries will be possible. By Thursday, we're at 10 by 10:30, or sorry, Friday, we're at 10 by 10:30. We'll see our temperatures make it into perhaps the lower 20s again on Friday. But ultimately, here's what's about to happen. The core of the cold, it starts to work its way towards the north and east. We're going to see milder temperatures. It's still chilly for this time of the year, but nonetheless, things are going to trend at least a little milder, and as we're under the influence of more of a southwesterly flow. With us being milder, we get more moisture. Your storms tend to track a little bit further to the north. So we've seen an active storm track towards the south. By Sunday, that comes back further towards the north, and we watch a chance to see accumulating snow in here once again. No alert days in this forecast for now. Sunday is not an alert day yet, but we do begin to warm up. Temperatures make it to the low 30s by Sunday, perhaps the upper 30s on Tuesday. Yes, Mark, that says 37 degrees. I like to switch it up and say that's 3 degrees away from 40. With enough sunshine, some of us make it to 40 by the time we get towards Tuesday. So a good forecast overall.
It's tough with all the snow on the ground to get to 40, though, I just say.
It is, but at this point, we've had it for so long. If we can melt just a little bit of it, we'll see how it goes.
I'm all for it. Thank you, Chris. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Imagine the surprise on everyone's face when you tell them you're serving cake for dinner. Stick around. It'll all make sense.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet, commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
This is one of the biggest furniture events of the year, the President's Sale at Slumberland. Come on. Slumberland Furniture has the best prices around on all sorts of furniture. And right now at our President's Sale, everything is an additional 25% off our already low price.
This is totally you.
Oh. Yeah, this is the winner. Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge President's Sale at Slumberland.
When it comes to 2020, it's time to wipe the slate clean and get a fresh start now at Herzing University. Earn the degree you need for a lasting career. Herzing is accredited, transfer-friendly, and offers you the personal care and support so important during these times. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. A new year, a new career. You've got a clean slate. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
And that!
Ooh, take it all.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Over the years, we've made spaghetti every which way. We've served it topped with meatballs and sauce, tossed it with pesto, and even shaped it into a pie filled with ricotta cheese. Well, today, we're going all out with something new. A baked spaghetti cake that's brimming with crumbled sausage, Italian cheeses, and of course, spaghetti. Just watch how easy it is. We start by adding some ricotta and Parmesan cheese to a few beaten eggs, along with garlic powder, black pepper, and some spaghetti sauce. After that's mixed, we add some crumbled Italian sausage that we cooked with chopped green peppers and onions. Now, our spaghetti gets tossed in, and the whole thing goes into a springform pan before getting baked off. Right before it's done, we spoon more sauce over the top and sprinkle it with some shredded mozzarella, and back into the oven it goes until the cheese is melty. There you have it, a massive-looking cake that'll satisfy any pasta lover. Maybe top each slice with a bit more sauce and let the feast begin. To get the recipe for what we call baked spaghetti cake, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a spaghetti-licious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Double digits.
Double digits.
We're loving it.
Yeah, we are rocking and rolling into those double digits mark. But earlier, Pam said, can we keep the momentum going on the good news? Here's what I have for you. This is the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Notice the upper Midwest slated with a strong probability of above normal temperatures. As we go through the next 6 to 10 days, wait, there's more. The news gets even better. The next 8 to 14 are days where we are expecting to see temperatures trend more above normal than below normal. One thing we have to watch, though, you saw it was colder in the west. When it's colder in the west, you start to deal with a little bit more of an active storm track that does come our direction. That being said, we're going to watch our temperatures begin to warm up. By this Sunday, we're back into the 30s with a chance of snow, upper 30s by Tuesday.
All right, Chris, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.